Hashem Rakakwadash.
I'll give double honors to our apostles at Great Millstone who taught us this truth, and a sincere shalom to the elect out there teaching us truth in all honesty and sincerity in these last days. All right, and in these last days, there's a lot of deception going on. You know, we know what the word devil means, deceiver, and these devils are using every trick in the book to deceive the masses. But like the scriptures say in Romans 11:7, that the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Okay, and we're of that hopeful elect, Lord willing. Okay, but they're throwing all kinds of things out there, all kinds of trickery. And one of the things that's going on is all these mandates are about to come forth because the sauce is now authorized. All right, the juice is authorized. Okay, like what they used to say about O.J. Simpson, the juice is loose. All right. Go ahead, Sarah. 2 Corinthians 2:11.
It's 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Right, we're not ignorant of his devices, man. The scriptures say that he disappointed the devices of the crafty. Okay, that's Yahweh Shemi Shai, disappointing the devices of the crafty, man. And one of the devices that we're talking about here, obviously, is what are brothers? Yeah, the juice, man. The juice is loose, man. You know, because we really don't know what the hell is in that shit. You know, we really don't know what the hell's going on with it, but we know that they're working to establish these passports and mandates, man. Okay, that's to condition the people to accept the mark of the beast. Oh, well, I'm sorry, the MOTB, because the image of the beast is going to be a large part of that passport, man. You won't be able to go to certain events. You won't be able to do this, that, or the other thing. There's certain jobs that are mandating it. Okay. Do that again.
2:11, 2 Corinthians. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Right, and the word ignorant means to be without knowledge, okay? The hopeful elect have knowledge of these wicked devices, okay, that he has imagined, right? His wicked imaginations, man. Because ultimately his goal is to create a new world order, okay? A world government, a new world order, okay? In which people are going to be surveilled 24/7, and they're going to be controlled by these chips, man, which you see on the sign right here. All right, because they're done trying to control you people. They're just going to eventually chip your ass and hook you up to these the five grapefruit towers. Okay, because we got to speak in code. All right, and have your ass ran by a damn supercomputer, man. Like the world running in one big computer simulation, because they don't believe that you should even have free thought, because they look at you like you're insects, man. They want to be the only ones with free thought. All right. But we know that Yahweh Shemi Shai is going to disappoint the devices of the crafty at the end of the day, man.
That's right.
You know, he's not going to let that happen. Okay, so all you people that are living in fear about the future of the New World Order, they're going to enslave humanity. Well, the Lord is not going to let it. Is not going to let it happen, because he has boundaries. Get Job 14:5. He has boundaries that he has set up for these devils, man, to how far they could go. And why would the scriptures say that the wicked that they show great wrath, because they know that they have but a short time, man? Meaning that what? They have a short time to rule here on the planet Earth left. Okay, so we can see their rulership crumbling, man, because people are waking up. You had a big protest over there in Melbourne, Australia, where it was like thousands upon thousands of people, and they overtoppled the police, man, because they were sick of them fucking lockdowns. Job? Yeah.
Job chapter 14, verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Right, and when you get into Psalm 75, it talks about how the Lord sets up one, or sets up, or brings down one and sets up another, roughly paraphrasing, man. But that's what he does, man. He set up these devils to have their kingdom for a certain amount of time and to establish wickedness on the earth, okay? And he set up all kinds of boundaries that they cannot pass, man. That also includes boundaries for their wickedness, okay? What they can and can't do. Because at the end of the day, it was Yahweh Hashem Yahushai that put the spirit in Esau.
Yep, Khan. Get Sirach 18 and 1. That
I got it.
I got Job chapter 20, verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits.
Fullness of his sufficiency, meaning what? When he's right about to clamp down on that new world order, man. Right when he's got the people under total control. Okay, he's gonna be in straits, man. Because ultimately his plans don't always go according to plan. You know? And then you got people that are part of that circle, maybe not the inner circle, but they're a part of that circle, man, that end up being whistleblowers and turning against these elites because they're like, wait a minute, these motherfuckers are crazy for trying to do this shit. Alright?
Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him when he is about to fill his belly.
Fill his belly with souls, man. Because when you look up what the MOTB is, you know, the word Paragma means to what? Make a stamp or an incision. Okay, in fact, read that last line again.
When he is about to fill his belly.
Fill his belly with what? With souls, man. With the ownership over people, man. Because that's what that Paragma is, all right? Mm-hmm. It's a stamp or incision saying that you belong to Satan, man.
yeah.
Yep, and stigma goes to show him recognition of ownership. And who's going to be the owner?
Well, hey, it's in, I believe, Exodus 21 or 22, where it talks about putting an ool in your servants, man. You know, that's their version of the ool, okay?
To be a perpetual slave, an everlasting slave, forever.
That's their marking of a slave, just like when they mark their cattle. You know, you got you go and you buy any kind of technology, they got a marking on it. You know.
When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
And the fury of the Lord's wrath is going to be ultimately World War III, which is the launching of nuclear missiles, man, and destruction. Okay, the coming destruction. All right, which is going to destroy this place from sea to shining sea.
That's right.
You know, even Ray Charles is, well, I don't even know if he's still alive. Even Ray Charles' blind ass is gonna see it from sea to shining sea.
Right.
You know, when he was singing the Diet Pepsi commercials and all that.
He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn, and cometh out of the body. Yeah, the glittering sword.
That glittering sword, man. That's not just any sword. That's a glittering sword. That sword has a purpose. Okay, and that's to destroy Babylon the Great, to melt it down, man.
Yep.
You know, and other places where them angels direct the missiles.
Yep, because them hypersonic missiles and intercontinental ballistic missiles is going to shine and look like stars is falling from heaven. And they're going to glitter and they're going to shine. Cometh out of his gall, tears are upon him.
Yeah, Joel, you got something? Yeah, to get Joel, the 2nd chapter, where it talks about how they should break through the windows.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 18, verse 1. He that liveth forever created all things in general. The Lord only is righteous, and there is none other but he. He governeth the world with the palm of his hand.
Right, he governeth the world, just like when you see, when you read in Revelation, there's 4 angels over there on the other side of the world, governing, governing what's put in the leaders' minds and how they move their chess pieces in the Valley of Jehoshaphat.
Because man's goings are the way of the Lord, and the Lord directeth man's steps.
He's just like it says in Ezekiel, was it 38? He's gonna put an evil thought in the mind of the Russian leader, man.
And just like another example is with Ahab, when he had the angel deceive Ahab. He said, deceiving spirits to make them not believe the prophets.
Yeah, the Lord can deceive a prophet.
It says, who governeth the world with the palm of his hand, and all things obey his will.
All things obey his will, man. You know? All things obey his will. Hey, on the way here, we seen some dude get smacked around at the gas station, man. He was trying to get into some dude's truck. And he got his ass smacked, man. The Lord made that man to go in that man's truck at the time that we were there, just so we could see his ass get smacked. And you had other people coming to the aid of the thief. That just goes to show you how messed up this world is, man.
For he is the king of all, by his power, dividing holy things among them from profane.
Holy from profane. You got that amongst Israel. Okay? You got guys that are teaching profane things. Alright? Profane meaning what? Outside of the temple. Meaning what? Outside of the doctrine. Outside of the truth.
It says, to whom hath he given power to declare his works, and who shall find out his noble acts? Who shall number the strength of his majesty, and who shall also tell out of his mercies?
Of his mercies, right? Because the Lord controls war. He controls any mercy that happens from war. You know, those guys that are going to be in World War III, right? And they're gonna come out unscathed. And then there's going to be people that get the absolute worst bodies blown to bits and everything in between.
Yeah, I remember that one video. It was about 7 years ago where a mother and the baby got ran over. The baby head got ran over. You remember that video?
Yeah.
And like, it was judgment and mercy at the same time, because the baby got ran over twice. His head got ran over, and he was unscathed.
He just jumped
and the
up,
mom
right?
was all broken up and shit.
Mom got fucked up, man. Yep, I remember that.
I got a precept right quick. Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. It's the power of the hand, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord. The Lord controls everything, all the kingdoms, all the nations, all the people, the thoughts of men.
And eventually he's going to set up a profitable rulership, because the rulership that is on the planet Earth right now is not profitable in any way, shape, or form. All right, it's nothing but wickedness, man. The scriptures say in Matthew, if those days weren't short and the elect wouldn't be saved, okay, there would be no flesh to be saved. But he's going to shorten these days, man, because there's so much shit going on right now. Wouldn't nobody be alive if this devil were to continue ruling, man? You know, freaking the crops are all fucked up. The earth is all messed up.
Crops, vegetation, animals, everything would be fucking dead.
Think about all the articles or news clips you see out there about how bad the condition of the earth is. That's just what we see. You know, it's got to be much worse than what they're even saying, man.
And with these wildfires, it's actually a lot more wildfires going on that the media is showing. There's wildfires going on pretty much every continent damn near. And it's a lot they not reporting on. And the biggest wildfires that's going on is also in Africa too. It's a massive wildfires going on all throughout South Africa.
Yeah, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 verse 10. It says, look at the generations of old and see, did any ever trust in Yahweh and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? So all these, catastrophes or all this wickedness that's going on in the earth, we got to trust in the Lord. You know, the scriptures say, "Lean not to our own understanding."
That's the only way, man.
Yeah.
All right, that's the only way. I know y'all seen that clip I posted in the group chat that Apostle Gabar did the video, that kid with
that baby?
fucked up head.
Yeah.
Man.
That's crazy.
That's a curse.
It's a curse, man.
It says, "For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in the time of affliction." All right, and nothing but afflictions is coming to this earth, man. Nothing but terrible times is coming to the earth. It tells us in Ezekiel 7 that an evil is coming. You know, so we got to really buckle down, because the Lord about to judge the people.
And the script he just read said the Lord is full of mercy and compassion and forgiveth sins. So when the Lord is dishing out all this hell and destruction and judgment, he's still going to be full of mercy and compassion for those that gave effort to diligently seek him while he still may be found, and those that repented.
I got a precept.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's the book of Job, chapter 5, verse 20. In famine he shall redeem you from death, and in war from the power of the sword.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, because there's gonna be famine and war at the same time. So it says, in famine he shall redeem you from death, because the scriptures tell us that those that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So really, it's no way out. You know, you might be eating, but you know, you may be a worldly person. You might have a lot of substance, a doomsday prepper or whatever. You got a lot of food, but you end up dying from the sword. You might get shot or something.
Or getting a virus or disease.
Yep.
Yep. And I was talking to somebody this week, and they were saying like, oh, you know, they kind of up on things. They was like, yeah, you know, food shortage and shit coming. Yeah, we got to go stock up and all this. I'm like, yeah, that's for the faithless. Because the Lord said he was going to, you know, feed us in the famine. And he was going to feed his servants.
Yep. Hey, man, my servants shall eat.
So all we got to do is have that faith, because it's many examples of him feeding us in tight situations. What you about to say, Yashwan?
Yeah, let me get this scripture real quick.
It's a little bit more on this.
All right, go ahead.
This verse 21, it say, "Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it comes."
Yeah, because the Lord can put a particular spirit on us to just get through these things. You know, remember, we've been out here for years prophesying about it. So when it finally comes, the Lord can just put a spirit on us to just get through it.
Yeah, and that we know that when the destruction comes, that's when we're going to get
Right.
salvation. See, these people don't know, but we know. So like when we don't got no food and a miracle happen and we get to eat, that's going to boost our faith.
Yeah.
And we going, every time something happens, it's just going to boost our faith. We going up and up. Everybody else going to be going lower and lower.
The Lord is going to let it be known who is chosen our man.
Yep,
you know?
yep.
And the Lord braced us. He molded us. He hardened us. He toughened us. He made us ready for what's to come. Because shit hit different when you don't see it coming.
Right.
You know, but when you see it coming and you can brace yourself for it and you prepared and you ready for it, when it hit, you know you gonna be ready for it. You know you gonna take it different. But these people, these people,
I think it's still
they don't see it coming. These people, they don't believe it's coming. They don't see it coming. So when it come, they go bug out and they go lose their minds and they go be in fear.
This verse 22, it say, "At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shall you be afraid of the beasts of the earth. For you shall be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee."
Yeah. Well, hey, beasts of the earth, man. You know, I'm looking at a dog right now. There's gonna be some big ass dogs out there on the loose, man. There was 3 Rottweilers in my neighborhood that got loose, man. You know?
Now imagine if they was all starving.
Yeah, and there was a bunch of little kids around, man. They would have ate them motherfuckers, man. If it was the Lord's will, of course. Now, there's going to be all kinds of beasts. You know, some brothers, they might have to go out in the wilderness and encounter all kinds of beasts. You know? Who knows what the hell is out there? It depends on where you live, obviously.
Back in Ecclesiastes 2:12, woe be to the fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways.
A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, man.
Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended.
Ooh, because that's our defense, man. Get Psalm 18 real quick.
And that's what the Yeshaya was just saying. Doing all these different acts, that's for the faithless. Scriptures say all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Yeah. So you gotta completely trust in the Lord 100%.
Yeah, if you faint-hearted, the scriptures say you're not going to be defended. It says, woe unto you that has lost patience, and what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you?
A lot of people, when they lose patience, they gonna go get that chip. They gonna go get it. Because I can't eat. What else am I gonna do? It's people going to get the thing because they job, because they don't got faith.
Yeah, and there was a doctor was saying that, see, Esau tricked y'all, because what he did was came out with the CV19, and then he came up with a thing for it, but the thing don't even protect you from the new thing, right? Because once it's a new strain or whatever, the current thing that you got, it don't protect you no more.
And they said the shit wear off after like 6 months.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get another one.
So y'all stupid, man. Stop being in a hurry to just try to fit in, man.
Man, if you people get the juice twice, 2-3 times a year, man, you can be so loaded with juice.
Hey, I seen something. I seen something saying that because they tried to say that Pfizer had approved it.
Yeah.
They said Pfizer didn't even approve it. They said they just because it was an emergency. What was it called?
Emergency authorization.
That's what they did. They extended the emergency authorization. They really didn't even approve it.
Yeah, because they weren't supposed to approve anything until what was it, October or something like that. But yeah, man, that juice, man. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to trick the people to get that juice, man. And these people are falling in line. All they gotta do is come out with a new variant, and they're saying that there's gonna be a 22 version.
Yeah.
Rona 22 version, which the jabs don't even protect against.
It says, Ecclesiastes 2:13, and read that verse again. Woe to him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended. Woe unto you that has lost patience, and what will you do when the Lord shall visit you?
All right, because that's our defense, man. You want to start reading that in Psalm 18?
I got one more verse. It says, they that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. That's it.
Psalms chapter 18, verse 46. The Lord liveth, and blessed be my rock, and let the God of my salvation be exalted. It is Yahweh that avengeth me, and subdueth the people under me.
Bring out, when you're done with that, bring out the first verse.
Okay. He delivereth me from mine enemies. Yeah, thou liftest me up above those that rise against me.
And that's him defending us. That's what I wanted to get at, that point where I read about defending.
Thou hast delivered me from the violent man. Therefore I will give thanks unto thee, O Lord, among the heathen, and sing praises unto thy name.
Which in this case is going to be Esau being the violent man. Go to the first verse.
Psalm chapter 18, verse 1. I will love thee, O Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock and my fortress.
Right, which is a defense, man. Okay? Because when he's protecting you, can't nothing pierce that protection. You know, it's kind of like when you play some of these games, you get at the end of the game, then you get some fucking crazy armor, the shit won't even damage you.
Romans, it say if God be for us, who could be against us?
and my deliverer, my God, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler, and the horn of my salvation.
Right. Buckler, man. A buckler is a shield. Okay? Buckler is a very strong shield, man.
It's a defense.
Yeah.
And it said, and my high tower. And what do the scripture say? The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and is safe. And he says, the Lord is the horn of my salvation, my high tower.
Right. A high tower is kind of like a watchtower, man. You know, when you're on the watchtower, you got vision of the enemy before they strike. You know, we got vision of the enemy right now before they strike. We know what they're going to do. All right? We know that eventually they're going to declare martial law and come after us. These people out here, they don't fucking know that. They're worried about the Pentecost system. They're worried about, I seen some shit on TikTok. The Bills Mafia is all upset because Josh Allen only got an 88 rating in Madden, man. You people need to wake up and see the picture, man.
I will call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from mine enemies.
Yep, calling upon the Lord.
I got something real quick. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 1. It says, thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Hamashiach Yahushai, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men who shall be able to teach others also. And that's why we out here, to teach others. The scriptures tell us to seek for like-minded men. All right?
And if you notice how we started out the lesson, we started off with, jab and the chip and all that. And now we're getting into how the Lord is going to protect us, man. All right? That's what's going to save you at the end of the day.
It says, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Hamashiach Yahushai. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. So we're supposed to be pleasing the Lord. That's what this is about, pleasing the Lord, because he chose us to be soldiers.
Yep,
right? The scriptures say in John 15 and 16, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. So the Lord chose us to come out here and be soldiers for this word, to teach.
And it said endure hardness. So like when you go a couple days without food, you gotta endure that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All the examples, like Joseph and all the people, they always had to suffer, but they had to have patience. You had to have patience.
So
you got
patience, long suffering.
It says, and if a man also strive for the masteries, yet he is not crowned, except he strive lawfully. All right, so in one more verse, it says, the husbandman that laboreth must be partaker of the fruits. So we got to strive lawfully. We got to strive according to the scriptures. The Apostle Paul spoke about
shit.
the Apostle Paul spoke about the crown of righteousness, man.
They're controlling him with the 5 grapefruit technology.
Oh, he's stuck in the web?
Go ahead.
This is Psalms chapter 7, verse 10.
As long as it ain't a murder hornet.
My defense is of Yahweh, which saveth the upright in heart.
Save it, man. It's defending, right? If the Lord be for us, who could be against us?
Yep.
Even that violent man.
Our defense. The Lord is our defense. The Lord is our high tower. The Lord is the name of the Lord is a strong tower.
Go ahead, get yours ready.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 118, verse 5. I called upon Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, in distress, and the Lord answered me and set me in a large place. The Lord is on my side, I will not fear. What can man do unto me?
Right, you got to take that and think about, straighten that out if you can.
Oh,
You got to take that and think about Esau, man. Because the scriptures say, what can man do to me? you got to think about Esau, man. You know, the scriptures, the brother just read that we're gonna call on the Lord in distress. In distress, man. When we think we ain't got nothing, when we think it's over, you know, because your faith is gonna be, the Lord's gonna test your faith all the way until it can't be tested. Got it. That was it?
No.
Oh,
It say the Lord takes my part with them that help me. Therefore shall I see my desire upon them that hate me. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man.
And that's what y'all Israelites are doing when you run into the damn doctor, man. Because what Esau is doing is he's completely taking the Most High out of this world and telling you to trust in pseudoscience.
They run into them in heavy distress.
And all they got jab shops in the churches.
Yeah.
These little stations and shit. You know, right between the part where you sit. Esau running in the churches setting up jab shops. And what is the pastor telling you? Yup, take it. Come on, man. Whatever happened to trusting in the Most High?
Yeah, whatever happened to having faith and hope?
Hey, Cuomo back in the, I think, was it last year when he said God didn't,
Oh yeah, I remember.
God didn't stop the surge. We did, like,
It's crazy, man.
yeah. So they was
a
talk.
man
That's
What's that pride?
swelling words against the Most High.
That's a man who used to tout himself as a Catholic when he first got elected, man. You know, his first term, he used to mention that all the time. How he's a godly man.
Verse 9, it say, it is better to put trust in the Lord than to put confidence in princes. All nations can pass me about, but in the name of the Lord, I will destroy them.
Right, in the name of the Lord, we're gonna do miracles. We're gonna be delivered. You know, Lord willing, we're of the elect. All that through the name of the Most High. Scriptures say, whosoever called on the name of the Lord shall be saved. Ye men of Israel, hear these words.
Yeah, these people are putting confidence in their princes and their princes, man. Your prince that's in rulership right now can barely read from a fucking teleprompter.
Right.
Old ass, dusty ass, Sleepy Joe, man. And all you niggas went out there and casted your vote.
Yeah.
And what has he done for you? Absolutely nothing. When are y'all gonna learn, man? These Caesars ain't for you. They ain't gonna do nothing for you.
He gave you a stimmy check, and the inflation was so bad from it that you ended up putting it back in the system anyway.
Yep.
You know?
You can't expect somebody to be for you when they working for the beast. The beast is against you, right? It's gonna come. It's coming. We gotta resist the beast. You know, it's already written that we have victory over the beast. So it's gonna come a time where you're gonna have to say no and resist the beast, man.
Yep. I will not get fired.
This is back in 2 Timothy 2:10. Therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake, that they may also obtain the salvation which is in Yahushua with eternal glory. All right. So what are we doing this? We're doing this for the elect's sake, man. All right. Ultimately, it's to exalt Yahushua, but we're doing it to fish for the elect. That's why the Lord got us out here. All right, to seal the elect. Okay, that's why there's camps on every part of the globe. Because when you go back to Deuteronomy 28 and 64, that was a curse. We were scattered amongst all nations, so we have to be gathered from all nations. That's why there's camps everywhere.
The scriptures say that they endure all things for the elect's sake. Man.
Yeah.
Enduring is important. Look at what our apostles do, man. They're up there in age, and they're still producing like getting
LeBron.
They got that production, man.
Year 35,
And they still in their prime.
still getting triple doubles.
Yeah. You know, they gotta be exhausted, but they push. You know, like Jordan in the flute game.
That's why I said if you have issues with practicing patience, just look at the apostles. You know, because that's a long time being in the faith, and that's a long time having patience.
Hey man, when you watch their street teaching videos, they have fun doing this, man.
And not only
they balance.
Not only the apostles, but even read the stories of our forefathers. What about Noah? How much patience did Noah have to be out there for 120 plus years teaching and prophesying? But not only that, not only was he exhausted from prophesying, he was building physically, right?
Yeah.
He was physically working and then telling niggas, right?
I was talking shit.
That was he dealt with all of that. How much patience did Noah have to have? You know,
ridiculed, man. You know, when your mind is stressed out and vexed, that'll wear you out.
Right.
Just as much physically as doing any physical
If
work.
somebody constantly talking shit to you, that take patience too for you not to snap.
Yeah.
And when you tell people the same thing over and over again, and they don't ever fucking listen, that's vexing, man.
Hey, we always say Noah, maybe he felt some type of way. You know, maybe he wanted to open the doors to the ark when it was banging. Well, maybe he felt relieved. After all that years of they talking shit when those doors shut, maybe he was like, that's what you fucking get. He could have felt relieved too. You know, not only, maybe he didn't want to open, we don't know. That's a long time telling somebody that something's going to happen, they never listen.
Right.
And then when the doors shut, he probably just felt the relief. Like, thank you, Lord, got these niggas out of my hair, man.
Hey, man, a lot of us in Great Millstone, I mean, I can't speak for every brother, but, you know, we felt relieved when they started talking about the jab passports. We're like, well, hey, we're here. You know, what do you guys got to say that denied the MOTP?
Yeah.
What do you got to say now? You can't say nothing.
And when these people start dropping in a few months from the juice, we go sit, we go rejoice. We go say, shit, hey, now what y'all got to say? We warned you.
Back in 2 Timothy 2 and 11. It is a faithful saying, if we be dead with him, we shall also live with him. Right? Because right now we dead to this world. Right? Just like Yahushua. Right? But there's going to come a time where we going, Lord willing, we're of the elect, we're going to live with him, we're going to reign with him.
Right.
We're going to drink wine with him, we're going to eat with him. It says, if we suffer, we shall also reign with him. If we deny him, he also will deny us. And right now, what are we doing? We're suffering for the Lord's sake. All right? But it says if we suffer, we shall reign with him. So right now is the so-called downside of things, right? But even so, it's a great time to be an Israelite. It's a great time to be awakened. You know? Yeah, we're going to be ridiculed, demonized. People going to talk shit about us. Esau may physically come for us, right? But that's all a part of the suffering.
Plus, we can see the just like when you read Hebrews, when it started going through all our forefathers and stuff, and it said none of them had received the promise, but they could see it afar off, and we can see it. We can see it.
Damn right, we can see it. We can taste it. We can smell it. We can feel it,
and we believe. So like, this shit is nothing. Get
First Peter 4.
Okay. Get 1 Corinthians 15 and I think it's 19.
This is 1 Peter 4 and 12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you, because you kind of signed up for this, man. You know, when you come out here on the streets, or even when Yahushua knocks on the door and you answer, you pretty much agree to anything, any trial that comes on your way, man. Don't think it to be strange. Okay? But rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Yahushua's sufferings. Right, we're partakers of Yahushua's sufferings. We have to suffer just like he did, man. Some brothers are gonna suffer to the point of death, man, when that beheading happens. You know, some are gonna have to be martyrs. But rejoice in as much as ye are partakers of Yahushua's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, get back in the story of Noah, right? Ye may be glad also with exceeding joy.
Yep.
You know, finally happened. That's what's going to be in our heads, man.
And some brothers actually have, like when I was in New York, I had visions of salvation. You know, not saying that I'm of the elect, but the Lord will put visions on some particular brothers and turn those into testimonies. and I was actually in a chariot, and I was looking down, and I was crying. It was like mixed emotions, but it was like, damn, this shit, it really happened. Like, you know, this really took place. Like all the hard work we went through, all the sufferings, you know. But the mindset we gonna have is, if we're of the elect, is damn, yo, the Lord really saved us. Like, because the scriptures speak about the sea of glass, right? So we gonna see the shit being destroyed. Like, the Lord gonna let us see. Because the chariot, you're gonna be able to look out, right? So you're gonna see this place being destroyed.
Hey, in Psalms 91, it say, only with thy eyes shalt thou see the reward of the wicked.
So you know we gonna be crying, man. They're gonna be, you know how in the world they say tears of joy. We gonna be crying, emotional.
And I seen a bunch of them kids, man. They were scoffing deep inside, man. But if you look at it, they're holding them orientation notebooks because college is opening up. Probably all of them might be signed up.
Yeah.
Well, hey, for you to go to college, you got to get the jab now.
College is a fucking joke.
That means that they pretty much all got the jab, man.
It's a fucking joke.
They're all walking death, the congregation of the dead, man. We're talking about salvation. You see how the Lord lets things materialize when we're on the streets, man. A lot of times, hey, there's times when we won't even be talking about the alphabet people, and then we'll just talk about them out of nowhere, and the Lord will give examples of the alphabet people, man.
Yep. I got one verse though. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 19. If in this life only we have hope in Yahushua, we are of all men most miserable. You know? You want to say something on that?
All men most miserable.
Yeah, because
we prisoners of hope.
Yeah, but see, we just like the kingdom, it's another life. We're not gonna have these bodies.
No.
So like these people, like the college kids, they got hope in this life.
Yeah.
They living that YOLO life.
Yeah.
We not living that life. We don't even care about this shit.
Right.
We want to get to the kingdom, get our new bodies. So we don't got no we don't put stock in this life right here.
We not looking forward to 2030.
Yeah, we ain't like, oh, with my grandkids, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
I can't wait till I turn 62 so I can retire and get my
do what?
pension.
Especially for brothers who have children. You see how this society is, man. Why would you know, if you don't got no children, man, just leave it like that. Because if you raising children in this world, they're teaching your children to be down with a satanic agenda, man.
Yeah.
You know, you can't have a point of view. If you do have a point of view, then you're gonna get penalized for it. Right. Pretty soon it's gonna be a crime to be straight.
Yeah.
You know, you straight? What? You know?
You're not even open to
Shit is satanic, man. They literally trying to take over the minds of what? The vulnerable.
The upcoming.
fucking ridiculous, man. I was flipping out at the plantation the other day, man. I was all pissed off. I was like, and then one of my coworkers came up to me. He's kind of like a conspiracy theorist, and then he goes, "Don't worry, they're gonna mandate the shot soon, and we won't even have jobs." You know? I was like, "Yeah, fuck this shit."
I got one more precept to go with the one you just read. This 2nd Esdras chapter 7 verse 42, and he answered me and said, "This present life is not the end where much glory do abide." So this present life ain't where you're supposed to be getting your glory. It's in the kingdom.
Right. Got it, bro.
This is 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 9. For this is thankworthy, if a man for conscience toward Yahweh and their grief.
It's a lot of bugs out here. It's a lot of If you see the camera mess up, it's because of these bugs.
That's an expensive drop.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of bees and wasps.
Yeah. We see the wasps
a lot of
earlier.
bugs for the camera.
Now it's the bees, man, because the wasps, they hunt the
I'm gonna
bees.
come stand over here, maybe I'll get less.
Good. 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 19. For this is thankworthy, if a man for conscience toward Yahweh endure grief, suffering wrongfully. For what glory is it if when ye be buffeted for your faults, ye shall take it patiently?
Yeah.
But if when ye do well and suffer for it, ye take it patiently, this is acceptable with Yahweh.
So patience. You gotta have patience, man. The scriptures even tell us, it says, let patience have her perfect work.
And it says, thankworthy to have a conscience towards Yahweh and suffer and have grief wrongfully.
No, that ship was walking right in front of the
That one right there,
He walked right in front of the
that's the same girl who asked us what Israelite group we was with.
Which one?
right in the
Like,
That's
purple,
why the
yeah.
dude honked the horn. He literally almost fucking hit her.
God, death wish.
That was the closest, man, ever since we've been teaching out here, that was the closest I've ever seen anybody get hit by that train. Even when that motherfucker fell on the train tracks. Wow.
Got more.
Well, hey, she's gonna go listen to the bootleg Israelites, man.
For even hereunto were ye called, because Yahweh Shai also suffered for us, leaving us an example that ye should follow his steps, who did no sin, neither was guile found in his mouth.
This is Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 1. It says, the word of the Lord came also unto me, saying, thou shalt not take thee a wife, neither shalt thou have nor sons nor daughters in this place. For thus saith the Lord concerning the sons and concerning the daughters that are born in this place, and concerning their mothers that bear them, and concerning their fathers that beget them in this land, they shall die of grievous deaths. They shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth, and they shall be consumed by the sword and by famine, and their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven and for the beasts of the earth. And all these things are going to take place once again, man.
Yep, in America too.
You know, in America, Babylon the Great. Because like I said, it's really wise not to have children in these times, because, you know, we at the end now, man. We at the end. So it says, let me read that verse again, verse 4.
One less person you got to worry about getting shipped.
Right. You know, and then like with your children, they want to give them shots at birth as soon as they're born, and then 4 months after they're born, then 6 months they want you to come back, then a year, then 16 months, then they just want to keep fucking sticking your damn kids,
taking
man.
their blood and shit. It's crazy. I seen these two Jakes had his girl was pregnant and they had a natural birth at home and shit. So like after they had the baby and shit, the doctor since they wouldn't let the doctors draw blood from the baby, and they went home, took the baby home, and they kept sending the police to their house, took the husband to jail.
Yeah, that's wicked, man.
And
That's
was like,
wicked.
it was threatened. The wife, they took the husband because they know she the weaker vessel, and then they started threatening her if she didn't let them take the blood, they was gonna take the baby. Said the baby was in danger, all types of crazy shit.
It's an unsuitable place to live.
It says, they shall die of grievous deaths, they shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried. Because there's going to come a time where what? There's going to be so much happening on the earth that there's going to be so much turmoil. People ain't going to be going to no damn funerals and having wakes and services, man. It's just going to be, you know, just as people going to be as dung. Right? You're going to have to stomach that type of shit. You may come outside and it might be dead bodies outside, man.
And that's gonna cause disease.
Yeah.
When ain't no garbage man coming around every weekend,
And
that's gonna cause disease.
Yeah, different diseases and pestilences, man. So it's gonna get real nasty out here. And for all these people that live in America, Babylon the Great, I keep saying that they living in a fantasy world right now. You know, they think everything's okay, everything's jolly, but deep down things are not okay. It says, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth, and they shall be consumed by the sword and famine, and their carcasses shall be as meat for the fowls of heaven and for the beasts of the earth. So the birds are going to eat good in that day. beasts of the earth are gonna eat good in that day. You know?
Yeah, you think you see rodents and shit going through the garbages now? Shit, wait till all hell break loose.
Yep.
They're gonna be feasting on bodies. There's gonna be more than enough garbage everywhere. The beasts of the field will flourish.
And that's a very underrated thing that we don't talk about. There's gonna be a lot of diseases, man, and sicknesses from you know, just from society being in a nasty state. No garbage men, right? Dead bodies.
Water treatment plants possibly being shut down.
Right, all of that, man. It's gonna be a lot of diseases and sicknesses. And people are gonna die from it. That's all these things are gonna come from the Heavenly Father and His
People's
Son.
immune systems are weaker than ever.
Yep.
Especially those with the juice.
Yep. You took the juice, you threw. You threw, man. That's why the scriptures say, be not ignorant of Satan's devices. Because Esau wants to, he's really going hard right now, man. Get Revelation 12 and 12 real quick. He's really going hard. He's trying his hardest to deceive you, man. And like I said, he's completely taking the Most High out of the picture. He don't want you to trust in the Most High. He wants you to trust in his science, in his wickedness.
Which will kill you.
Which are the ways of death. That's why it tells in Isaiah, I believe it's Isaiah, it says, stand now with thine enchantments. Stand now with thine enchantments. Go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
This is his main this is his end game right here. This is his end goal. Right? His end goal is to chip you, man. And once you accept this, then he has you. He got your soul, man. Once you accept this, because what you're doing is you're accepting him as your God.
And he's going to do whatever he can to force it and enforce it, man.
Yep.
However he's got to scare you.
See, Esau, he's right now, the horns is coming out, right? They ain't out yet, but they coming out of his head. Pretty soon the horns are gonna be out of his head, and he's gonna show you that he is the devil. Right? If you watch that James Brown movie, Get On Up, he told James Brown, he said, yo, the devil is gonna come to you in a suit and ask you what do you want? And you better be ready to give him an answer. So right there in that movie, they was telling you that the white man is the devil.
Yeah.
And sure enough, later on in the movie, the devil in the suit came up to James Brown and said, James, what do you want? You know? He's the devil. Right?
Yeah, the devil come with a contract.
Yeah. He wants your soul. And like I said, this is the end game. The end game is to chip you. Get the scripture real quick. Right? The MOTV. The mark, that's the mark, man. If anybody else is teaching you that that's not the mark, then you get away from them, man. Don't fellowship with them. Get away from them.
If anybody's telling you to take the thing, which is the other thing,
yeah, get away from them too.
Yeah.
Hey, Galatians 1 and 6, where it say that if any man teach any other doctrine, an angel from heaven.
Because you got Israelite groups teaching that John 3:16 is the mark.
Mm-hmm.
Leaders, people in leadership position, priests of Bach.
Leaders of my people cause them to err.
John 3:16 is the mark of the. Where'd you get that? How?
That mean he's accursed.
It says that no man might buy or sell. That means that's gonna be used for currency. Go ahead. Yeah, Galatians.
Galatians 1 and 6. I marvel ye are so soon removed from him that called you unto the grace of Yahushua unto another gospel, which is not another. There be some that trouble you and will pervert the gospel of Yahushua.
And part of perverting, that's a big part of perverting the gospel. Saying that the mark is not what you see on that sign.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, you got guys that teach that, and now they're getting the juice, like Tazariak.
Yeah.
Captain Tazar juice, or whatever the hell they want to call it.
And that's a big prophecy, man. That's not a prophecy to be taken lightly.
And the juice is, you could tell the juice is the prelude, because now you'll be denied service if you don't show proof that you have the juice, or have proof that you have a negative test. And for businesses, you can't sell or conduct business unless you enforce those requirements and laws.
Yeah. And Esau always does a trial run whenever he wants to try something.
Yeah, that's why he does it in select cities.
Yeah, it's the juice is basically a trial run. If we can get this many people to take the juice, then once we bring the real thing, then we know how many people, you know. That's why the apostles always say, if you get that, then most likely you're going to get, you know. Go ahead.
He knows exactly what percentage of white people are getting it, exactly what percentage of Latinos.
And that's why they pushing the juice on Jake, because Jake ain't really getting it like that. You know, it's Jake's that's getting it, but Jake don't trust Esau.
Yeah.
They don't trust the government.
The heathen nation's getting it more.
We know how Jake is. He may want to get it, but he ain't gonna go out of his way to get it, man. He's gonna sit around and smoke weed.
But you got to think though, Jake got a reason not to trust these devils, man. Look at the history, the Tuskegee experiment, all those things that they gave the syphilis and all that.
Gonorrhea.
That's why Jake is like, man, I don't trust that shit. Even though they don't know nothing about nothing, they just know I don't trust this nigga. You know what I'm saying? No, like I don't. You know, I just don't trust you. You know, they don't really know about you know, medical shit like that. They just know that, nah, man, I'm good. And that's really all in the spirit, that they don't trust this devil. You know? Go ahead.
But though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed.
Right. And like I said, that prophecy, the MOTB, is not to be taken lightly, man. How can you not see that that's what that is? Well, I can't even say that, because that, you know, I would be going against the Most High in a way. You know, the Most High got you blinded. That's how you can't see it. The Most High got you blinded. You weren't set up to teach the correct doctrine. You can have 95% truth. If that other 5% is lies, then the whole shit is off.
Yeah, because if you take that, you can't receive salvation.
Right. You can't ride on a car with 3 tires. Right? Well, I got 3. I ain't got 4, but I got 3. I'm still going. Nah, where you gonna go? You need all 4 tires, so you need 100% truth.
Yeah, you could do everything right. Take the mark of the beast, and
You
then
done.
you can't get salvation.
You done.
It's quiet.
Right? Get read 13 and 16, and then go to the judgment. And you're gonna get out of here.
It's Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast.
Right, when they started doing these mandates in New York City, man, a lot of people were on social media scratching their heads and starting to wake up, man. All right, but a lot of those people that are starting to wake up, they're going to end up taking it anyway. Because they ain't got the faith, and the Lord's not dealing with it.
So this is going to be used for you're going to be able to use this for currency.
And they're
Right?
already doing it.
And yeah, in certain countries, it's kind of really like natural. You know, remember the old MOTB sign we had, where you had people in like nightclubs and shit? That was a long time ago. That was like 10 years ago. In certain countries that they was using the chip. You got military troops that said they was doing that to them back in the day.
Remember the one dude that came to the LA
To the
camp?
LA, he said he had about 10 of them. They was just getting his ass, you know. They were like, damn, yo, you already got it, you know. It's crazy. Go ahead.
Or the number of his name. There is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast.
And this also, it's like this is gonna allow the image of the beast. See, once they implement this is so the image of the beast can flourish. See, the mark is so the mark and the image is two different things, but the mark is going to allow the image to flourish because the image is the system. So if you take his mark, then you're gonna be able to flourish in his image. But and that's what they're doing with the juice right now. Well, if you don't take it, then you can't come into this gym. You can't be a part of the system, so they're trying to X you out from the image of the beast.
You don't take it. We're not allowed to sell.
Yeah. So you're X'd out from the image.
We can't sell to you, and you can't buy from us.
Right.
In some places, it's hey, get it, or what was they saying with Delta Airlines? You're gonna have to pay $200 a month.
An extra $200 a month on health insurance.
On health insurance.
And health insurance not cheap.
Yeah. So the mark, if you take this, then you're gonna be able to flourish in the image of the beast, the system. You're gonna be looked at as you're good. You're a good citizen. But the elect, no, you're not gonna get the elect like that, man. Because this is as the brothers in Dallas would say, this is anti-Messiah behavior. This is off. You know? See, the Most High can make things that are off. He's the Most High. Like Apostle Tahar likes to say, this is the Most High's Karagma. Esau ain't doing shit, but he's just carrying out the plan. This is the Most High's chip. Go ahead. Most High made this.
For it is the number of a man, and his number is 636.
Yep. And that goes into that what is it, UPC? The UPC code.
Universal Product Code.
Yeah.
Stigma.
You know?
Recognition of ownership.
Yep, recognition of ownership.
A brand, a stamp.
This is it, man. Now get 14 and 9 real quick. Unless you got more.
This Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image.
Salakia, real quick, this proves that there's no repenting from taking this. That's what this scripture is going to prove. Because it's giving you the judgment of the ones who take it. You're not going to be able to take it out and say, Lord, I'm sorry. No. Once you make that conscious decision to take the chip, your ass is done.
So how could you be a Christian? How could being a Christian be the mark of the beast?
Right.
Because we was all Christians at one time.
Yeah.
Most of us. That means we will be doomed to that judgment.
Yeah, you can't say the mark of the beast is sin. Because sin is the transgression of the law.
Right.
We all, you know,
You
we
say
still
all
sin.
men have sin.
Yeah.
It's an embargo. That's what they're saying.
And it's
man.
definitely not John 3:16, because that's the scripture.
Right. Process of elimination. Go ahead.
If any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark.
See, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark. So there's the beast, there's the image of the beast, and there's the mark of the beast. But the mark and the image work hand in hand. Because if you take the mark, then you're going to be looked at as, okay, the image is going to accept you. Because the image is the system. Go ahead. The image is not Cesare Borgia. I had to throw that out there. Because, you know, IUIC, they have big signs out there that says the image of the beast. And it's a picture of that nigga.
In his forehead or in his hand. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture, into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
That sounds like to me you're going to be destroyed by a missile. Right? That fire and brimstone, man. You're going to be destroyed if you take this mark. If you worship his image. Go ahead.
And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever. And they have no rest, day nor night, who worship the beast and his image. And whosoever receiveth the mark of his name.
Yeah, so, and there's a lot of our people that's going to be down with it. Especially the ones that have a lot of substance in this society. The celebrities and all of them, they all going to take the chip. They all going to get it. Because this is their world. Right? And the scriptures say, if any man be a lover of the world, the love of the Father is not in him. The elect men of Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai, they can give two shits about this world. Because this world is demonic, man. Alright, so with that, you know, Lord willing, you brothers will edify. We want to give all praise, honor, and glory
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, B'Kakadash.
Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect out there. And Lord willing, we'll see you brothers next week. Shalom.
Hold on.